The top 11 reasons you hate being around people. Do you enjoy being alone yourself the most and think that being by yourself makes you happier? If so, you most certainly are not alone. But have you ever considered the reasons behind your feelings? You might be surprised to learn that there are a variety of causes for avoiding social encounters. Start with the most obvious first. First, introversion. Have you heard the advice to be more social and to come out of your shell possibly more times than you can count? If so, you are probably an introvert. Introversion is a personality attribute that identifies those who are less outgoing. It is not an illness or a disorder. Due to their quiet and reserved attitude, introverts are frequently mistaken for being shy, although that's not always the case. The main aspects of introversion are how you prefer to communicate with people and how you refuel. Introverts are depleted by being with other people, in contrast to extroverts who require social interaction to refuel. However, they find it challenging to interact with huge social gatherings. They do, however, love having meaningful conversations with intimate friends and family members. This is why it's so crucial for introverts to take time away from socializing. They require alone to refuel. The second is sensory processing. Sensitivity. Strong reactivity to outside stimuli are common in those with sensory processing sensitivity, which can make it challenging for them to function in social situations. It frequently relates to either autism or ADHD. Being with other people might be challenging if you have a high level of sensitivity, since it can be challenging for you to concentrate on conversations when there is so much going on around you. Loud sounds and bright lights disturb you, and you're quickly distracted by things like the sight of too many colors, potent odors, or the sound of someone chewing. It's possible that you need more time to comprehend information and that you get angry about things that other people don't appear to notice. There is such a thing as sensory processing sensitivity, and you can't just turn it off. Above average intelligence, at number 3. It's likely that you are not a people person if you are intelligent above average. You are a doer and a thinker. You're busy thinking, evaluating, and taking action while everyone else is preoccupied with their phones or the newest episode of that popular new show. Because it feels like small talk, you don't enjoy it. You want to discuss important concepts, work on challenges as a team, and build trust. You want to have deep discussions with people who have the same intellectual curiosity, love of learning, and passion for exploration that you do. Simply, you dislike being with people since you perceive the majority of them to be uninteresting. It's so boring what they do and what they talk about. Challenges with mental health are number 4. It may be difficult to even consider being among others due to certain mental health disorders. You can experience fatigue, sadness, or irritability if you have depression. Additionally, it could be challenging to stay motivated and have fun. It is quite difficult to engage with people when you have social anxiety disorder. When you are around other people, you could feel shy, afraid of being judged, or ashamed. Similar to how APD makes it difficult to connect with others and build close connections because it makes you feel inferior or incompetent. All of these factors can result in complete avoidance of social interactions. Asperger's syndrome is number 5. Developmental disorder Asperger's syndrome. It's a type of autism that has an impact on social interactions. If you have Asperger's syndrome, staying around others is usually not something you want to do. And the reason for this is that you can find it challenging to engage with people or comprehend their emotions. You may struggle to read social signs or make eye contact, which can make you feel uncomfortable. People could also act in ways that irritate or unnerve you, such chatting too loudly. As a result, it's challenging for you to make friends with and keep up relationships since you come across as distant or aloof. 6th, low self-esteem. People often avoid social situations because they believe they fall short of expectations. They doubt their abilities, intelligence, or attractiveness. They are concerned about what people will think of them and fear being criticized for their flaws. However, it might be challenging to feel confident with others if you don't feel happy in your own skin. It's also likely that the way people treat you is the reason you feel this way. When someone treats you badly, it might make you doubt your own value and yourself. Even your work may suffer as a result, and pursuing your personal objectives may become challenging. It could be time for therapy or counseling if this describes you. You may feel more confident about yourself as a result and begin forming interactions and friendships. Lack of social skills is number 7. You might not enjoy being among others for another reason, too. You probably can't make or keep friends if you have no social skills. Additionally, you may have trouble connecting with others and communicating clearly. When you do make an effort to converse, it comes out as forced and awkward, or worse, unpleasant or insensitive. There may be a number of causes for this. You may not have learned how to start conversations or communicate your emotions because you grew up in a home where the adults frequently quarreled or, conversely, they hardly ever spoke. The good news is that social skills can be acquired just like any other ability, it just takes time and effort. Stress-induced social avoidance is number 8. Stress is a condition of mental or emotional stress or strain brought on by difficult or demanding situations. It might have short-term or long-term repercussions, and it can be physical or psychological. It's common to feel like you want to distance yourself from others when your life feels chaotic and overly busy, even from the people you care about. While it can be acceptable to do that on occasion, such as when you need some alone time after a long day, it can also develop into a habit. In actuality, avoiding social situations can cause more issues in the future. Your relationships will suffer if you don't work on communicating with people, and you'll probably find yourself feeling lonely a lot of the time. Therefore, even while social avoidance may appear to be a simple solution for now, be careful to concentrate on motivating yourself to leave these circumstances before they worsen. Traumatic experiences, number 9. It is likely that you will develop some form of post-traumatic stress disorder if you have gone through a terrible incident. Being with people can be difficult and can make you feel alone. You don't want to replay a horrible event that you've already had. Perhaps you were ridiculed or ignored when you were younger due to your weight, a disability, or another reason. Perhaps someone betrayed their word and abandoned you or damaged you. Regardless, be aware that there are options for moving on. You can process your emotions with the aid of a therapist in a secure setting. Number 10, aversion to intimacy. Being vulnerable in an intimate relationship might be frightening to some people. It can be really difficult to let people in and to open up. Maybe you're terrified of being open and honest with someone because you think they'll find out the real you and reject you because of it. Or perhaps it's because, deep down, you believe that you are unworthy of love and affection. It's reasonable to feel terrified of unexpected situations and to desire to safeguard yourself from harm. But it can start to prevent you from doing things like making friends and going on dates when your fear of intimacy becomes so strong that you avoid all social situations. You do not have to divulge all of your personal information to others just because you are in their presence. Without giving away too much personal information, you can still enjoy their company. Issues with trust, number 11. When you don't trust someone, it's difficult to be near them. You can fear that they'll hurt you, prey on your weakness, or exploit you in some other way. If you struggle with trust, it's often because of a time when someone betrayed or let you down. Perhaps they lied to you or didn't respect your feelings. Whatever took place, it had an impact on who you are now. That said, it doesn't necessarily follow that you should stop having faith in individuals. Don't let past experiences with people abusing your goodwill to discourage you from trying again. They didn't necessarily mean to injure you, and others might not as well. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and tell your friends about it so we can make more like it. Click the subscribe button to see more content like this, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Watch our other videos as well if you haven't already. Thank you for viewing.